혹시 앞으로도 또 다른 케이팝 아티스트하고 작업할 어떤 마음이나 계획이 있으신지?
I'm secretly already working on my next album.
Who's next? Who's next?
Who's like, I might go through my followers. Make a top 5 list.
Another new followings.
Yeah, music. I love to go into the crowd, so I went into the crowd, hugged some people, sang with people. It was a good surprise. It felt like a gift.
네, 잘 알지도 못하면서 진행하는 김민석.
김산입니다.
오늘은 저희의 친구이고 싶은 우미님을 모시고 인터뷰를 하게 됐습니다. 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
안녕하세요.
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 우미입니다.
와,
Okay, can you say hello to Umiverse Korean fans?
Oh yes. Hi everyone on the Umiverse from Korea. I'm here because I feel your love and I had to come and say hi. Thank you for having me today. I am so excited to be here and see what we talk about.
감사합니다. 우선 한국에 온 지 며칠 되셨어요? 2 days.
2 days.
어제 그 인스타그램 스토리도 봤는데 어제의 한국 여행은 어땠어요?
Oh, I love it here. The food is great. I thought it was going to be way hotter, but it's nice temperature too. And I got a lot of good. Oh, I went shopping yesterday and I got some cute clothes, skincare, gifts for friends. Met up with some friends too. So it's starting to feel more and more like home every time I come.
원래는 우미가 오기 전까지 되게 더웠었는데 우미가 온다고 하니까 우미를 맞아주는 것처럼 환영해주는 것처럼 날씨가 되게 좋은 날씨가 됐어요.
I brought the cool.
올해 6월에도 서울 재즈 페스티벌로서 이제 한국에 방문했었는데 그때 공연했던 그 경험은 어땠는지?
It was amazing. It was big crowd. I didn't know what to expect coming in, but the whole place was filled with people, and I felt like I sang sang the best I've ever sang in my performances before. Just very from my heart. I got to go into I love to go into the crowd, so I went into the crowd, hugged some people, sang with people. I had a sax player come play with me from Korea too, so I feel like he brought a new energy to the stage. And Baekhyun came out and we performed our song together, and that was so unexpected and fun. So it was a good surprise. It felt like a gift.
지금 우미는 그 세계를 다니면서 공연을 하는 멋진 아티스트이잖아요. 되게 어렸을 때부터 컴포징 뮤직 5, 6 years old LA로 넘어가서 408호 레코드 시절도 있었고 지금은 아까 말했듯이 세계를 다니는 아티스트가 됐는데 그때나 지금이나 변하지 않는 점이 있다면 뭐가 있을까요?
Oh, that's so fun. I'm so happy you noticed the 408 records. Like I called it 408 because that was my college dorm room number. And I think something that's been unchanging about me is I think the feeling of my music always being something that's comforting to people, music that makes you feel better no matter how you're feeling, and also the musicality in my music is something I hold very close to my heart. Whether it's the new album or other projects, there's always a deep connection to music that doesn't get lost. And I think my music has always been I like to say healing music, and whether it's in your face or not in your face, I think reminding people of that feeling.
얼마 전에 발표하신 People Stories 앨범 얘기를 좀 해보고 싶어요. 개인적으로 시작하자마자 되게 집중을 하게 됐습니다. 왜냐면 저는 베이시스트인데 시작하자마자 베이스 아르페지오 사운드가 나와서 갑자기 막 집중을 하게 되는 그런 앨범이었어요.
I love that. Yeah, it's a bass guitar, like a 6-string bass that we use.
그렇게 음악을 듣고 있다가 점점 뒤로 갈수록 이 사람의 메시지에 집중을 해야겠다는 생각을 좀 하게 됐어요.
Yeah. The album is called People Stories because all of the songs on the album are based on stories that fans have told me. So every time I go to the studio, I ask them to send me a story of like your heartbreak or your happy memory, and I'll take those songs, pick the one that felt closest or I resonated with the most, and then turn them into songs. And I think I have the deeper kind of feeling of the album too is like no matter how specific someone's story is to them, like we all kind of go through the same things and we all can find ourselves in each other's stories. And I'm sure all of us in this room, if we really talked about it, are probably going through similar things right now. We just don't realize. And I think people feel lonely a lot because they don't talk about how they actually feel.
아마 그렇게 팬분들의 이야기들을 담아서 음악을 만들면서 되게 특별한 경험이었을 것 같은데 혹시 좀 기억에 남는 그런 에피소드들이 따로 있을까요?
There's one song on the album called Mango Sticky Rice, and it's I called it this because I met a fan in Amsterdam once after my show, and they came up to me and they're like, "Umi, this is my boyfriend, and we met because we love your music." And on our first date, we went to this Thai food restaurant, and if you're free tomorrow, come eat dinner with us, and we want to take you there. So I had the day off, so I was like, okay. So I went to go get dinner with them. I brought my band, and we're all sitting around the table eating, and they're telling me about how they met and how they fell in love. And then for dessert, we all eat mango sticky rice. And while I'm eating it, I get the idea, oh, I'm going to make a song about them. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to make an album about my fans.
망고 스티키 라이스 그 듣고 있다가 갑자기 중간에 되게 친숙한 말이 나오는 거예요. 그래서 가사를 보니까 갑자기 일본 니혼고가 써 있는 거예요. 갑자기 확 친숙해지는 기분이었는데 왜 그 말을 일본 말을 쓰게 됐는지 중간에 궁금해요.
Yeah, it took me like maybe 2 years to finish the song, and I kept getting stuck on the second verse. And I think it's because I kept trying to use English. And one day I was like, what if I just use Japanese? And when I did, all the ideas started pouring in. So I think that to me, it makes me really feel grateful that I can speak multiple languages because some things you can't say in one language alone.
가사에서 되게 솔직하게 표현하는 것 같다는 느낌을 받았는데 그러면 이제 우미는 음악에서의 가장 중요한 키워드나 혹은 음악을 만들 때 가장 영향을 받는 것들이 있다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
Mm, that's a fun question. Thank you. I think that I'm such a feeling person. Every time I come here, everyone asks me, what's your like, are you INFP or your ENFP, like that thing. But the F part is so umi. Even when I'm writing music, well, actually, it's feeling and it's colors. When I'm making music, I'll use every emotion. A memory has a color to it. Like heartbreak is blue, and then certain chords are blue, certain instruments are blue. So I use colors and feelings to like make accurate sounds.
마지막 트랙을 듣고 나서 들은 생각은 이 사람은 되게 건강한 사람일 것 같다는 생각을 먼저 했어요. 왜냐면 그 노래에 있는 메시지가 그 행복을 찾을 때 내 안에서 내 내면에서 찾는 게 중요하다고 얘기하는 것 같아서 그래서 우미가 이미 그 많은 사람들에게 행복을 주는 사람이라고 생각하는데 당신이 생각하는 행복은 어떤 거라고 생각하세요?
I think I think that happiness is something you practice. I think happiness is feeling like you trust life enough to not worry anymore, and that right now is perfect because everything that you desire will come to you. And so everything here is everything that you're supposed to be experiencing. I think that happiness can be taken away when we compare or when we worry. I don't think it's easy to be happy all the time, especially in the world right now, but I think that choosing to be happy is one of the ways that we can help make the world a better place. And I think we forget that as individuals, have that power.
가벼운 질문을 좀 하고 싶은데 그럼 이제 이런 앨범들 만들면서 그러니까 작업이 안 되는 날도 있을 거고 그럴 때 그거를 좀 타파하고자 하는 어떤 우미만의 루틴이 있을까요?
I usually take a break. Like, if I can't finish a song, like one of the songs, like Safe Room, towards the end of the album, that song I had to record it like 6 times, and it was so annoying. And I would get so frustrated. I would be crying. You know, when you get so mad, you cry. I was like that, and I think those times I just have to go outside, take a walk, go for a hike, do something different, like paint, cook, like do a different kind of art form, and before I know it, I feel better and I can come back to it. So that's the main thing. And then outside of that, I think meditating helps me a lot, which can look different every day. But when I was making the album, it was a lot of sitting outside and just breathing and learning how to practice to clear my thoughts so I could reset.
그래서 그 메디테이션에 대해서도 궁금한데 그 명상이라고 하면은 일차적으로는 어떻게 하는 건지 아니면 어떨 때 하는 건지 궁금합니다.
Yeah, I think that meditation is a practice. It's like learning to ride a bike, or learning a language. I think you have to find and dedicate time to it, but it doesn't have to be long. It can be even 1 minute, 5 minutes. I started 5 minutes and 10 minutes, 15. And it's also one of those things that once you start, you feel the difference in your life. And so you are self-motivated to start, but you have to like push yourself first. I think the pushing phase is what stops a lot of people, but I think a lot of people are too comfortable with being anxious all the time, and I think that's the norm. And so I hope that through me speaking about meditation, it opens people to a new way of seeing meditation.
진짜 잘 몰라서 물어보는 건데 명상을 할 때는 생각을 비워내는 거예요? 아니면은 뭔가 나에게 집중하는 생각을 하는 거예요?
It begins by becoming aware that you have the power to focus. And so then you take your power to focus and you focus it on one specific thing: breathing, a candle, clouds, sound. You can choose whatever is right for you, but first it's about training your ability to focus. And when you do that, I think you take your power back and you don't have to get scattered in your head. You can go boom and come back to one thing. And that feeling of focus creates nothingness. So it's less about emptying the mind, but focusing the mind. And when you focus, everything kind of goes away.
그래서 되게 재밌었어요. 왜냐면 BTS 그 부인님하고 만든 음악이 우미 유튜브에 그 메디테이션 버전이 있는 거예요. 그래서 그 우미가 해주는 가이드에 따라서 좀 해보려고 노력을 했었다고.
Thank you.
그래서 그리고 우미가 가지고 있는 그 메디테이션 어플리케이션도 한번 들어가 봤었고. 그래서 저는 그걸 앞으로 어떻게 활용하면 좋을까요?
Yes. Well, I actually just started a 14-week meditation course on my app. So every week I share a different meditation for the morning and the night time. They're like 5 to 15 minutes at the most. So what they'll do is help you develop the habit of meditation and also find the meditation that is right for you. Because I am not someone who thinks meditation needs to look the same for everyone. It could be riding a bike for you, or it could be sitting down. So I kind of gave you a bunch of options over 14 weeks. So by the time 2026 comes, you can establish a new habit.
오늘부터 바로 할 거라고. 좀.
Yes. Yes, week 1 started on Monday, so you're right on time.
비님하고 작업을 하기도 하고 또 백현님하고 같이 공연을 하기도 했는데 그 두 사람과의 협업했던 과정 중에 어떤 느낌을 받았었는지 어떤 경험이 있었는지 궁금합니다.
Since I grew up listening to or watching a lot of Japanese music TV shows and stuff, I grew up seeing K-pop and Korean artists ever since I was little. So I was like a huge Big Bang fan and 21 fan and stuff, and like GOT7. I love GOT7. So I was listening to so much. So to me, and BTS of course, but like I guess to me, I always felt like K-pop was something far away and something that you don't get to touch or be close to. So when V posted my song on his story, which is kind of how it all started, I was like, oh, he listens to my music. I was like, oh, they listen to me. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, oh, they're like, they really like are people and they listen to music. So when he posted that, I was like, wow. Okay, if he likes my music, that means we must have similarities. Like we probably could be friends because like me and you like the same music. We're similar. So that's what made me want to message him, and we talked and decided to make a song together. But I think after getting to know more people, and now I have a lot of friends in the K-pop world, I'm like, everyone is just human and everyone just loves music. And so it doesn't matter if we speak the same language or we don't. We have a lot of similarities in music. We just happen to do music. And if it wasn't for music, we probably would have never met. So it makes me very grateful.
혹시 앞으로도 또 다른 어떤 K-pop 아티스트하고 작업할 어떤 마음이나 계획이 있으신지 궁금합니다.
Yes, I'm secretly already working on my next album.
Okay.
And I definitely want to include some Korean artists on the project. I want to include Korean artists, Japanese artists. I want to include artists from London. Like I want my next album to be like bringing the world together a little bit more through the music.
오늘부터 하루에 한 명씩 누군지 한번 찾아봐야겠다고.
Yes.
Who's next?
I might go through my followers. Make a top 5 list.
Another new followings.
Yeah. Music.
그래서 이제 앞으로 이 남은 올해 하반기 동안 그리고 내년 초까지 그 새로 이제 월드 투어를 앞두고 있는데 조금 이르긴 하지만 그것을 다 마치고 나서 우미에게 어떤 게 남았으면 좋을까요? 어떤 게 남으면 좋을까요?
I want to make my next album. I want to finish my next album after that and put my next album out and probably take a break too. Both those things.
너무 바쁠 것 같아요 앞으로가.
Yeah. I feel very creative though right now. So I feel like it feels right to be very like to create an output.
그 처음에 이제 첫 싱글을 냈던 시절이 챕터 1이라고 한다면 지금은 몇 번째 챕터까지 왔다고 생각하세요?
I feel like I'm in a new book.
음.
And this book or this chapter is like acceptance, I think. Accepting myself, accepting the world, accepting the music industry, and accepting what it takes to grow my music in this world.
그래서 뭐 마치는 질문이 되어일 수도 있을 것 같은데요. 우미를 우리가 계속 책에다가 비유를 잠깐 했었어요. 어떤 마음이 우미란 책을 읽고 나서 남으면 좋을까요?
I would hope that they can accept themselves more and see themselves more and not feel so wrong for feeling all the ways that they feel. I hope that after they read the book, they get some tips on how to live life more easily and enjoy life more. And maybe I hope it makes them want to write a book too.
네, 이미 저에게 너무 많은 영감을 주신 것 같다고.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네, 저희 잘 알지도 못하면서 오늘은 정말 믿을 수 없지만 우미님과 함께 했습니다. 스튜디오 밤새 구독도 많이 눌러주시고요. 앞으로도 우미님의 음악을 많이 들어주시면 감사드리겠습니다. 감사합니다.
안녕.
Thank you. 안녕.